In Geneva, during the 59th session of the UN Human Rights Council, activists and members of the Bangladeshi diaspora held a powerful exhibition highlighting human rights violations in Bangladesh. The photo display at the iconic Broken Chair Monument drew attention to the reported persecution of minorities, attacks on journalists, and erosion of civil liberties under the current caretaker government led by Muhammad Yunus.
Bangladesh, once noted for its moderate democracy and economic progress in South Asia, is now facing one of the darkest chapters in its recent history. Since the ousting of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, the country has been governed by a caretaker administration led by Chief Advisor Muhammad Yunus. Under this transitional leadership, civil liberties and minority protections appear to be rapidly eroding. Aiming to draw international attention to the worsening human rights situation and increasing persecution of minorities in the country, a photo exhibition was held recently at the iconic Broken Chair Monument in front of the United Nations office in Geneva during the 59th session of the UN Human Rights Council. Organized by members of the Bangladeshi diaspora, human rights activists, and community leaders, the exhibition showcased the alleged human rights violations and increasing persecution of minorities in Bangladesh. The exhibit documented attacks on religious minorities, especially Hindus and Buddhists, as well as the detention of political activists under the current caretaker government.
We are here in front of Broken Chair of United Nations in Geneva against the brutal and misrule of Yunus regime. You know, in Bangladesh, the Yunus regime is a intolerant government by the mob justice, mob violence. They are torturing a lot of people, Army leaders, and especially the minority Hindus and Buddhist people. They are raping the women, and they put the video on the social media, and they also the miscases of false cases of these people, and they are earning the money by this false case. Nowadays, Bangladesh situation is so hard, so terrible. So we are here against the Yunus regime to make him out from the regime.
While Bangladesh caretaker government claims to be maintaining order and ensuring a peaceful transition, reports of state-supported brutality and economic decline paint a starkly different picture. Human rights defenders point to a systematic campaign to silence dissent and create a climate of fear. Activists allege that journalists who dared to challenge the regime have been imprisoned on fabricated charges, many under dubious murder cases.
From July to until this year, until this July, around 11 months, the Bangladesh minority, the Hindu, Buddha, Christian, all the peoples, they have been torturing, very brutally torturing by the mob violence. And this mob violence have been raised by the Yunus government. They patronize the mob. And here is the human rights violation in Bangladesh. The women's against the humanity, women and girls have been torturing. So most of the Bangladesh last 10 months is going to the economically poor, and the poverty is very much more, and the human rights situation is really horrible. It's a crimes against humanity. It's like a genocide in Bangladesh. In all of the journalists, most of journalists, Mr. Shakil Ahmed, Farjana Rupa, Mujammel Babu, Shamol Dotto, Shahriar Kobir, Shamsuddin Manik, all of the very prominent journalists, they are in the prison on the murder case. This is very inhumanity in the world.
The Geneva exhibition served not only as a platform to expose the ground realities in Bangladesh, but also as a desperate appeal to the global community. The activists demanded immediate international intervention and called on the UN to recognize the ongoing abuses as crimes against humanity. As the international community deliberates human rights priorities, Bangladesh remains a troubling case where state power, unchecked violence, and political suppression are leading to a humanitarian crisis at the heart of South Asia.